Hey guys, welcome to this video, and in this tutorial video we're going to code the right button. We just coded the left button in the previous video. It's working perfectly fine here, as you can see. And in this video we're going to do the same thing for the right button, which should be fairly straightforward. So we're going to first go into our main.js file, and we're going to copy and paste the entire move slider left function. Copy and paste that down here. And we're going to change this to right. And first we're going to move to right. And first we're going to code the else if previous move was null. Let's see. It should be to the left, so if it was null, everything should move to the right 50 viewport width, so this should be from 100 viewport to minus 50 viewport width. So if I click right here, it should, something's happening. So that should be, if you look at the brighter image, the Yellowstone image, if you move it to the right, the Yellowstone image is moving to the right, so that's correct. And if the previous move was left, let's see, I'm going to change this right and left here, so just switch that around. And if the previous move was right, if I think about this, the previous move was right, then it should be negative 50 viewport width. So if we move right again, it should be 0 viewport width. And if it was left, then it would be if the previous move was left, then it would be negative 150 viewport width. So it should be 100 back to 100 viewport width. Is that right? Let's see. I'm just gonna check my code that I have. Yeah, I think that's right, because if it moved left 50 and then right 50, then it should be back to negative 100 viewport width. So if the previous move was left, it should be negative 100 viewport width. This is the middle image, number one. Remember, number one is the middle image. So one opacity should be 1, and then opacity is going to be changed to 0 at set timeout. So if I go to opacity 1, opacity is set to 0 here. That's correct. And let's see, z index 150, that's also correct since it's moving out. It should be still bigger than 100, which is the default side images, which should be not invisible. And then instead of background image 2, we're not going to do anything to background image 2. We're going to do it to 0, the first image on the left. So just move that over here. Change this to 0, 0, and 0. So the image on the left is going to become the center image. So it's going to move to, I think, let's see, just checking my code here. It's moving to the center, so it starts out at negative 100, and then if we move to the right 50, it becomes negative 50, so it should be negative 50. Opacity becomes 1, z-index becomes 200. If I click right, yes, it does work. Then just checking my code here, and then set timeout. I think this number 2, let's see, and set timeout, we already coded the 0 index here, so let's see, I think the center image, the left image becomes the center image, so this is the final, and we don't want to update that. We want to update the code for image number 2, which is moving out of view, and we want to reset that. So the right image, which is image number 2, I'm going to change that to 2 here. Reset that to negative 100, 100, and go back here, right, right, right. Okay, something's not working, right. And I think, okay, so image is right. Then this has to be the opposite. So opposite of this is going to be unshift on the outside and pop on the inside. So I think pop is taking the last element. Let's see, what was pop? JavaScript pop removes the last element from an array and returns that element. So it takes out the last element and puts it in the very beginning. That's what that does, and I think that's it for this video. Let's just double check if, oops, just double check everything is working. So right, 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 then left, 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 right. Oops, if you remember, there was a bug. If you click on the left and the right too fast, there's a bug. If I wait a little while and then click it, it should be fine. I'm going to go left twice or 3 times and then go right, right, right. Then full screen, just double check everything's working. Right, left, right, 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 right. So yeah, we have it working. I'll have the source code for patrons in the description box below, and that's how you code the right button. And in the next video, I'm going to create the actual main image slider. So we're going to make these 3 vertical images here. We're going to start doing the CSS for that, and then the video after that, we're going to do the JavaScript for that as well. Okay, thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.